usually start my videos with "Aight, so boom," but I'm not gonna do that this time. I want to switch it up. I want to change up the vibe. We're in a different environment. So, hi guys. It's Julia here with EastSideLenny.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're in his dojo, his studio space. What is this place called?
Ivy Grove.
Ivory Grove.
Ivy Grove.
Ivy Grove.
Yeah. The
Okay.
studio, the lab.
Studio, the lab, the stew. I'm gonna record my EP here, so tune in, guys. But for now, we're gonna interview him because it's about him, I guess. All right, so boom. I'm gonna bring up the past a little bit.
Okay.
Just to start it off, because I like to be messy. I like to be controversial.
That's tough.
It's not really.
It starts at $25.
No way.
So, I said I was gonna bring up the past. Here we are. When I first met you, you went by a different name.
I did.
Obviously, you don't go by that anymore because, like I said, I'm here with EastSideLenny. So, you used to go by Sekudo.
I did.
Can you tell me a little bit about why you made that change?
I was growing up way faster than I thought I would have at the time, especially just musically. A lot of people attach like the hard hitting beats or like the raging shows or the turn up with Sekuro. So it even got to a point where a lot of times I was going to shows with new music that wasn't that type of vibe, but yet people were already like receiving me a certain type of way. So I talked to a couple people about it, some very close friends of mine, people I respect their opinions a lot. And I asked them, what do I do about this? How do I grow out of this? And the answer was in the question itself. It was, how do you grow? You evolve, you change your name, you wipe the iOS, so to speak. One of my friends said that, and that's what I did. I let go of about like 5 to 6 years of like amazing times with that name, amazing people I met with that name, amazing music I made with that name, and I stepped into what is, which is EastSideLenny. We went through like a whole lot of names and stuff, but for short, that we ended up on EastSideLenny.
Why did you pick that name
Okay,
specifically?
so
I gotta know. I mean, you know I gotta know.
I do. So, I mean, my sound is pretty much like an East Coast sound. I know it's not so, East Coast sound isn't really like a thing that people say. Like, you say West Coast sound and you automatically know what I'm talking about. But like East Coast sound is more like, what is that? And I kind of wanted to create an identity with that. So what better way than to put it in my own name? Every time you hear me, you're thinking of East Side. Even if I'm in LA, that's EastSideLenny over there right now. Okay. The Lenny part of it, my dad's name is Glenn, so I just took the G off of it and just went with Lenny and stuff. It's
Shout
very
out
like
to
simple.
Mr. Glenn.
Yeah,
Sir
shout
Glenn.
out Pops.
Hopefully, I was gonna say you raised an amazing young gentleman. I don't really know him that well. That's what the point of this is. But I'm pretty sure you did an okay job, I think. I don't know. We'll find out, right?
All right.
To be continued. Okay, cool. Thank you for giving me a little bit of perspective. And then you did talk about your sound and like how it's evolved and changed. Can you give me like a description of, like, how would you describe your sound to somebody that has never heard it?
I have done like every genre, like you name it, and I've tried it. And not only tried it, but I like respected the genre so much that I really made that genre of music before. I mean, like with stuff that's gonna come out under my name, it's quicker than R&B, but it's like R&B production. So it's like gangsta R&B type of shit, which is why like my next album's called Soft Gangsta, because I was like not only the album, but like the genre that I'm even trying to create. But yeah, if I was to explain that to somebody, yeah, I think I'll say that.
Okay, so soft. Will we be seeing any crying? Are any tears going to be dropped? Are you going to be dancing in the desert in a full leather outfit? Like, what are we getting with that? Like, can you please identify? Do y'all want to see him dance in the desert in a full leather? I'd be down. I don't know. Like, I could, like, cry for me. You know what I mean?
Cry for you. Okay.
Yeah. Like, is that what we're getting with the new album, or?
some of the songs probably will make some people, you know, cry if they actually do listen deep enough to understand where I was at that time. So a lot of these songs were made after nights that I cried, after nights that I was super happy, after nights that I was in between. Like, the whole spectrum is on it. Every type of vibe is on it too. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah. The leather pants, I'm not gonna lie. I've been working with a stylist named Striz, and I can't talk him out of leather pants for myself right now. So I'm gonna be in some leather pants eventually for sure.
Leather button up.
For sure.
Striz, please. It needs to be open or like a vest. There were several different variations in the video. If you know, you know. Okay? So we're gonna need like a little bit of everything. And I'm holding you to it. You talked about kind of going to different places and being recognized from your past life,
Right.
so to speak. Dare I say, we're gonna do like a blast from the past once again. Do you have like a particularly memorable moment from like a live performance, like something absolutely unhinged, or like something that really just pulled your heartstrings?
I did Sinfest at Southern, their like annual festival concert. My set, Smile Little Crybaby. If you know me, you know Smile. He was on my set as well, and it got wild. Like, it was the wildest set. Like, a lot of people that I respected in music in Connecticut like came out to see my set. And we quite literally like had people downstairs like complaining like, what's going on up there? It sounds like a stampede. Like, but like I told you, like, Say Curl was a rager back then. We even had my boy Butter. He jumped off like a 15-foot speaker and got banned from the place. So that's like a picture of him holding his legs behind his back, like in the security office, saying, "We don't let this one back." Like,
Ooh,
Project X vibes.
it was iconic.
It was. It was.
Okay. Shout out Southern for hosting that.
Shout out Southern. Shout
Shout
out
out-
Gerald for booking me 100%.
There we go, and shout out Butter for doing what needed to be done.
All right.
I hope that you're doing well, sir. Wherever you're at. Hopefully your legs are still working.
Oh, he's doing amazing.
Okay. I got a few more. There's a monkey smashing symbols in my brain right now. I have the questions. Sure. Also, I can't stop doing that. The like soar thing. Like,
It's like a phase.
oh fuck, bro.
You can't get rid of it. It'll
I'm
go away on its own.
chronically online. Like, it's actually really bad. Hopefully Zach Fox sees this and he can make it. So, what do you think sets your music apart from the other artists in your genre, general area, like however you want to identify it? Like, what makes you different besides the sexy selfie videos in the studio? I haven't seen those from anybody else, so get it together, guys. Get it together.
What sets me apart from other artists? I be telling the truth.
Oh,
Like,
you
I
don't be
really,
lying?
nah. I mean, I'm not perfect in real life. Who doesn't lie? But
I don't.
musically,
Sorry.
word. Musically, I don't lie. Like, everything you hear is either I lived it or I'm very empathetic when I make music. So if I'm in the studio with somebody that's going through something, or if they're happy and I'm not, I might be able to make a happy song because of them or what their day was about, vice versa. If there was sad girl problems, work problems, real life problems, mental health problems, it doesn't matter. I can really pull from wherever and really make real life sound good. I met a couple people in the studio that could do that very same thing, even so at the same pace. But like, the combination of production, songwriting, writing for others, writing for yourself, and this don't really matter about how fast you do it, because I don't really realize it until I'm done with it, but it's like, I don't really know anybody else that can do what I do in the full package. And it's not a braggadocious thing, because sometimes doing one thing really good is the way for some people, but I'm really nice at a lot of stuff in music. Like, it doesn't matter really what you ask me to do. I'm really kind of good at it. So yeah, that's the most humblest way I could say that.
This 2024 is not the year for humble. Like, deadass, I don't care. I don't care. So join me in my evolution of not fucking caring.
Say no
Talk your
more.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I've been like heavily repeating that whole jack of all trades, master of none, but still better yet than a master of one. I think that's how the quote goes.
It is.
I really fucking love that quote. Because I think it's important to really like nurture every aspect of your gifts, no matter what they are, or like it's just practice. Like it's deadass just practice. Like you literally can do whatever you want. You can do it.
Right.
So get to it.
Don't let nobody tell you otherwise.
Come on, feel me? You produce for other people, but as far as your music,
Right.
how do you approach collaboration with other people? And also, what would be like your dream collaboration? I know that's such like a played out question, but every artist has one, right?
No, that's a good question. I have to be like a fan of you just as much as I would hope you to be a fan of me. It makes for better chemistry when we're working in the studio. I like to work in the same room as people. That's not the favorite for a lot of people. I don't know why not, but I like to test people's gangsters, just see how like if you really like cut from the same cloth or not. Cause I mean I ain't gonna lie, I live in here. I live in the studio and stuff. So people who live in the studio can always tell people who don't, and they can always tell people who also do the same thing every day, like eating. I didn't really want to put myself next to no one, I guess, quote unquote average. I really wanted to excel and stuff, and that was the thing that I always had a hard time doing, was like, I wouldn't say working backwards, but just giving everybody my energy, and that's like a thing that I really got to work on this year. So that collaboration question is like still a process in the works. Like, how do I choose who do I want to work with? How do I choose who not to work with? No matter how big or small they are. This isn't just for like, I know people consider IG followers how big people are and stuff, but I don't care if you have 500 followers. I don't care if you have 500,000. Like,
Right.
I've denied people who had 500,000, and I've taken people who had 500, and vice versa. So, like I said, that part of the question is kind of still like an ongoing process. I'm working out on who to work with. My dream collab,
Dead or alive.
dead or alive,
Yeah, let's make it existential.
put me, Timbaland, Brian McKnight, Future, and Drake in the same room.
Everyone?
Yeah, in the
Like
same
simultaneously.
room. In the same room.
God damn,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
I could put it together though.
Yeah.
I could. I've done it in my sleep a couple times now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
for
what I'm
sure.
talking about. You see how he was trying to be humble 5 seconds ago? Now he's talking about he do stuff in his sleep. Come on, bro. Get into it. Get into it. We not average. Never could be. I'm sorry to tell you. Obviously, I'm looking around. Like, you have a lot of equipment. I feel like I would have a panic attack if I was in here, personally speaking. But is there a particular instrument or a piece of equipment that makes, like, that holds significance in your process? Like, what's your favorite, I guess, piece of equipment, instrument that you want to, like, involve in your sound?
This is gonna sound very rarely specific, but you're just asking
Say
questions
cello.
that I have prepared answers for. But that speaker.
The speaker specifically.
That speaker specifically.
Is that the guy from Soul?
It is.
Oh my
I
god.
love that movie.
That movie was so good.
I love that movie.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
He came back to life, right? I watched it again. Yo, I sobbed, please. Okay, why this speaker specifically?
When I was making my first album, I only had a balcony of an ex-girlfriend whose house I was crashing at, and that speaker and my laptop. And I made a whole album on just one laptop and that speaker. And I say that because regardless of who's watching this is all nice, like having this, owning this, living in this every day, like being able to work in this every day. But if you give me back that one speaker and just my laptop, trust the same thing's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna make the same music. And always remembering that, always looking at that speaker, always just knowing that has always kept me grounded, rooted, and looking forward to better things like I'm in at the same time. So that's my favorite piece of equipment.
Love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's like inspiring, guys. Oh my god. That makes me like happy. Like that's so nice. And I love the honesty. We're getting a really like intimate experience here. Like, you know, he's staring at my cheek right now. It's a little intense. I'm not gonna lie. I'm uncomfortable with eye contact, guys, but like I'll learn. Right? Like that's a part of journalism. I think I have to make eye contact with people, which is really uncomfortable, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Just do the triangle method that they taught on the internet, right? But that's how you get people to fall in love with you. Never mind, I don't want to do that. My bad, y'all.
Don't do that.
I'm not a scientist. I'm just a girl. Okay. So, once again, are there any new elements of your sound, of your music that you're like excited to explore with this new project?
I mean, this is the first project that I 98% like produced, arranged, all that on my own. Of course, it was mixed and mastered and even post-production by Flawless. Shout out Flawless. You know, anybody that knows me knows Flawless touches everything I do. Anything different from this album? I'm Caribbean. I don't know if most people can't tell.
What? Where are you from?
My mother's from St. Thomas and my father's from Antigua.
You toxic. Anyway, keep going. Keep going. Wait. What's your zodiac sign? Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
They love girl Virgos, but
Ew.
the men, we have it so hard.
Oh God. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering that this whole time. I knew you were gonna fucking say Virgo. Keep going.
Yeah.
Ugh. Perfectionist. What's it
Type
called?
shit.
Anal. Control. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
Right, Caribbean side. So I do have a record on here that kind of showcases that side of me, which I've never kind of really done. So I'm excited to, showcase that. There's classical elements to the album. There's producers, like people like heavy in production know this is war drums all throughout the album. Pitch blends, Jersey Club for people who love Jersey Club. There's something for everybody. Truly something for everybody.
Okay, cool. Since you own and operate your own studio, can you give a piece of advice to fellow artists who want to like cultivate their own creative space, whether it's at home or, out and about?
The home studio thing, that's like a grab your equipment, bro, and just get to the work. Like, that's where I started. You either inspire other people to do that same thing or inspire other people to collaborate with you, which is what, thank God, that I did. Yes, I'm a part owner of this, but I'm also like teamed up with Smile Little Crybaby. What you're sitting in right now is through the work of the hands of Flawless, Brendan. So once again, shout out Flawless. And the team was bigger at one point. We had a couple, misunderstandings along the way, like just life is. And but yeah, Joseph Gray as well. So we all do our part in, keeping this whole thing, whole. And yeah, so to the artist right now who doesn't have that, I wouldn't say play the looking for a family or looking for like a team card and stuff, because that's how you can get taken advantage of too. Definitely be open to the possibilities of like sharing your space, sharing your knowledge. I hate the word clout, but it's like, I was talking to my boy Striz the other day, and it was like, anybody I know, just consider that you know them too. And anybody you know, I'm going to consider the same.
Oh, like connections.
Connections,
yeah,
networking,
network.
and all that. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there like that, no matter how many times you get burned. Like, it's a long life you're going to live, a long career you're going to have with this artistry.
Can you tell us where we can find you on the socials, where we can find your music? We want to follow you. We want to see your selfie videos. I'm speaking for the girls. You know, let us see the cheekbones and whatnot. What's up? Where can we find you?
Cheekbones is crazy.
He
East
blushing.
Side.
He blushing like a sinner in church. Ain't he? Look at him. Keep going. I have that effect. I have that effect on people. It's my girlish charm. Keep going. Sorry.
Yes, you do. EastSideLenny, 03 on Twitter, and EastSideLenny on Instagram and anywhere else you're trying to find me. It's always going to be EastSideLenny. EastSideLenny.
You can find your music everywhere. Spotify, Apple
Same
Music.
thing.
Go on, you be tweeting your thoughts and your feelings and stuff?
Sometimes and I don't care if people know about it or not. I be deleting them as soon as
Tweet for the tweeters and deleters?
it's okay.
But you know what though? Me too. Because I'm not the same woman I was 5 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago.
Tight.
I said what I said, and if you clocked it, I'm going to stand on it. I'm always going to stand on it, but it doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be able to clock me 6 months after I said it. Like, I was delirious. I was lacking sleep. I was emotional, okay? Like, mind your damn business. Thank you.
What
Okay.
she said.
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much. This
Thank
is
you.
amazing. Thank you for having me in your space.
Thank you for being here.
And yeah. So yeah, catch this on YouTube, Reels, TikTok. And I'm gonna record my EP here. So I'm talking mad shit.
You gotta stand on it now.
You niggas can't dress. I tote guns. No, I don't. I don't tote guns. I've literally never held a gun. But I'll start though. So don't ever try to play with me. Anyway. Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I dap you up? Is that weird?
You want to dap me up?
Yeah.
You can dap me.
That was
a good one,
solid.
too.
That was solid.
That was a solid one,
I'm
too.
one of the guys. You feel me? And what I don't like is that if the business is true, that you left your moms in the hood.
Oh,
No,
no.
let me stop. Let me
Oh,
stop.
no.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.